Alright, welcome back everybody. I want to do something different about this channel. And I'm not doing it because we want more subscribers or we're trying to make money out of this or trying to get people to send us free stuff. Like all these YouTubers are trying to push everybody to hit the subscribe button or the like button. We're not like that. We don't do that. We post these videos because we like to video what we like to do. And we actually want to start videoing more stuff to add on to what we like to do. It's more of a behind the scenes or more of a life of a actual person. And ever since I got hurt in 2023, yeah. But ever since I got hurt in 2023, from after the hunt experience, when I was trying to get that deer out of the swamp, it wasn't really a swamp, it was just a peninsula surrounded by, well, one side was road, the other side was swamp, the other side was a creek bottom, and the other side was just a bunch of cedars. But it was a highland. And I was able to get the quad down from the road and onto the peninsula. But it literally was a steep down onto the peninsula. And we ended up getting the deer out. We had to use the winch to get it up onto the peninsula, out of the edge of the swamp. And we loaded on the back of the quad, like right on the back behind my seat. And I went to go back up on the road, and it tilted right on top of me. So that was the whole incident of how I got hurt. And instead of me going off to the side, it literally was straight down. My head on this side was crushed from the gas tank. This was still on the handle. So was this. So it was literally, oh, I'm going to go take me a nap for a minute. And then just lay. Until John came over and pulled it off of me. At that point, like, I thought only my bottom lip got crushed from the gas tank and maybe a black eye. But no, I ended up with the bottom lip fully torn through, and it was like in a Y, come down and then around, and then I ended up with the black eye. But right here in my wrist, right here, fractured a piece off, and then a piece right here was fractured. So every so often when I'm doing something like holding the boards or anything, it does feel a little tired-ish. Um, and it does hurt, and it's been a year and a half now. Yeah, a year and a half. Tried going back to work. I tried going back to work what I was doing before I got hurt. I couldn't do it. I couldn't use my left arm. Um, wish I could explain what I did. Okay. It's hard to explain. Okay. But if you open this door up right here, there's a mold that's got to come from up here and comes in. Then you got to go around the backside onto another door on the backside behind this hot 400-degree barrel. There's a door on the backside, and you got to hook up water lines and hydraulic lines and air lines while it's dangling in the air. Then you got to get it lined up with the extrusion hole, line up with this barrel. Well, then you got to take these bolts and clamps to clamp that mold in. And our biggest one was 100. Oh man, he's not up here. No dessert for him. But as it's dangling, you got to line up this extrusion hole with this barrel, use the crane to maneuver it, and then close this clamp right here. This piece right here, we call it clamp because it clamps it into this side, it closes it. And then you take a bolt and clamp where those holes are. It's probably hard to see, but they're all threaded. And you take a bolt and hole, and then you got to put maybe 1, 2, or 3, depending on how big the mold is. That goes all the way down to here and all the way over here. And it's all programmed from this computer to open, close. So you sit, the crane is up here. Your airlines could be up here. Your valve gates could be up here. Hydraulic lines could be up there. So you got to jump up onto this door, pull yourself up, because you can't step here because you got that 400-degree barrel right here. You burn yourself. No steps, as you can see, so everything's jump, climb to hook this up, lower the crane, get it off. On top of it, you got 2 or 3 clamps on each side, so you got 3 here, 3 on this side on this side clamp, and then 6 on the back side, 3 on the back, 3 on the front. And they're connected from 25 to 50 to 80 pound torque, all with the left hand. So doing this 6 times a day, different machines for 8 hours, on top of climbing after gaining 100 pounds of weight. So now my arm's got to lift an extra 100 pounds that it's not used to lifting. Plus the torque on the my torque wrench takes a lot of muscle that I have lost. And then sometimes this door right here has to come off, which is very heavy, and move over, because you got to climb under here to do water lines, hydraulic lines, air lines, whatever. So there's top, bottom, there's sides, both sides, and you're the only person doing it by yourself. There's 3 people. There's my job, which was die setter. There's a job that goes before me, takes this little material hopper right here, which we had. This is only maybe a 20 pounder. We had the 400 pounders, so we built it to where they had like magnets right here, and you had to pull them out with the chute, with the gaylord right here. The material goes back into the gaylords, or a big cardboard box. And this barrel comes back. The material handler drains the material. The die setter is doing everything right here, but he's got to go around the machine this way, or around the machine this way, because there's no way you're going over top or through the machine. And once our job's done, the tech comes in, programs everything in here for the barrel and for the injection and the mold and the press itself. So, yeah, when I tried getting back to work, my left hand just wouldn't let me. So I did downgrade to this job after having this job for almost a year. And I was trying to train as the tech to run this program. So all I had to do was come in here, clean this up, clean these presses, keep them running, and set them up. I could do that. But for me to do that, I had to know this job, which I started that for 2.5 years. Then I went to the die setter job. Then when I went back to work, I did this job for a little bit. But I really wanted this job. But for me to do that, I had to go back to this job. And just my body wouldn't let me. Being off of work from being hurt and then trying to go back, it was just, I had to do a lot of physical therapy, and insurance wouldn't cover it. So Yeah, that's what I did before I started up. The Best Outdoors Sportsman, which used to be Best Outdoors Sporting Goods, which is the same thing you have to type in is Best Outdoor Sporting Goods. But when we started this company in 2007, we were the Best Outdoor Sportsmen. So we're going back to this, but our website has to be the Best Outdoor Sporting Goods. So when we get our storefront, it'll say this. And just like, ew, fly, what the heck? It'll say Best Outdoors. I feel like you guys just watched me post a video. And this one will be coming out Tuesday? Wednesday. The last video of the cabin. And it'll say Best Outdoor Sportsman LLC is our TikTok. Best Outdoor Sport Shop. And then our Facebook is Best Outdoors. Which I think I could still change that. So I might change that to the Best Outdoor Sportsman LLC. And actually, it's at Best Outdoor Sportsman is for our YouTube.
What's up?
Just get on my game.
I'm trying to figure out why they changed it. I mean, they took their logo off of it. I bet you they found a way to make it cheaper. With thinner plastic or something on there. I don't know. I like doing it this way much better than with the buckets, though.
That song's stuck in my head. Oh, it just came up too!
What's that?
That, Lord, I need you now more than ever. It's stuck in my head. And then I sat there and this first popped up. As I said so.
I'll go in and see how much it's coming.
They're old twins or something.
Well, I don't know. Are they twins?
Yeah, I think they're twins.
But I love how they do these like dances all the time. But no, I was just thinking like how I still have that song stuck in my head when we went to CSL yesterday. And like I'm just like in my head, I just keep popping it in my head, and then all of a sudden it came up as I was just telling you that it's stuck in my head, and here it comes. Like, that's funny. I can't get it stuck on my head.
Maybe you should put your heart back together.
I thought you were supposed to do that. That's your job. Get on it, man.
Get on it.
Get on it.
I think that was the best tasting I've ever had. It was really, really good. Let's get out there and find some maple trees.
Maples. Gotta get the maple trees. I know, I keep saying I want to do a lot of the stuff that he does. But it seems like I always find bigger and bigger projects.
We only have 10, we might as well keep
No,
it easy.
your problem is you have a lot of
That one
projects
right
planned
there
you
looks
want to
pretty
do, and you
good.
start every single one of them and don't finish.
Well, I'm supposed to start them. Why don't you just finish them for me then?
Well, let's see. From what I heard, the double longboard thing was an idea that you and John had for what, 2 or 3 years or something like that.
Something like that.
Okay, and then I come along and make sure you finish your. I helped you finish it. It should not have taken me to come in for you to finish that project 2 to 3 years later. What is that? Come on, y'all.
And we started like the custom lure making.
I don't even know. Like that was what, 7 years ago?
No, that was when Jaden was born in 07.
Oh fuck, that's why I thought 7. So you tried to start that in 07.
He's 18 now.
I didn't even come into your life till 2023. And now we're making
I don't
lures.
have a tree
Yeah.
cut in here, but with
Yeah.
the trailer, I can just drive in here. But
Uh-huh.
the soul will be like,
Yeah.
so I think we're going to tap quite
You
a
don't
few
know how
of these.
lucky you is. What is he tapping those with? Is that a drill? Was he like?
Yeah, he drills it and then he puts a tap in the one of those actually.
What are those?
That's a tap.
Dry to your mouth.
And
See,
then
he uses bags.
exactly.
Would you rather use bags or buckets? I feel like the bags aren't reusable.
The bags are reusable.
That's a lot. Like I feel like there's a lot of creases to clean.
A what?
I'm sure I got brownie stuck in my mouth. I don't know. A lot of creases to clean. If you were to like reuse those bags, they'd just be stuck together. You'd have to rinse them out, right, or something.
Maybe I'll have to Google it.
Do we have maple trees to tap?
Oh yeah.
Do we? We should like say something stupid, like get a starter pack. Like they sell starter packs for it or whatever. But we should get a starter pack just to try it out.
They do actually.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
It's enough for like 2 or 3 trees. Like we'll just give it a shot and see how it works.
Maybe do 3 bags and then 3 buckets or something. Try 3 with buckets.
Ooh, like a
They're all
7th grade science project.
Yeah. Real nice ones. Let's see, we're right over in there. But I don't have a
So much
trailer,
better than the
because I
volcano.
have plenty of other trees. I could tap more in here too, but they're just a little bit on the small side. So let's go on down the trail.
3 weeks away.
No, the last the holiday we had, Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, these are for 4th of July.
To win your financial future.
They're so close together, they just keep the same desserts out. It works. But no, because usually like our smaller containers of these, because they're usually not this big either. But the smaller container of these are like $7.
Okay.
These were like $5.
Well, usually you get them at Myers, not Walmart.
I feel like you're right but wrong at the same time because we live so close to Walmart that we go there all the time.
No,
So I think
we DoorDash in Grand Rapids to Myers.
that's fine and dandy, but I'm pretty freaking positive that we get them from Walmart here.
I'm pretty positive we get them from Grand Haven Myers.
You never buy them, I do, so you wouldn't know.
Exactly. Or 28th Street Myers.
Way out.
Or Plainfield Myers.
Let's say like Alpine, Plainfield.
Yeah, Alpine more. Plainfield.
That Myers is hard to sleep in. Like that in the parking lot. The Alpine Myers.
Lots of maples in here that I've been watching for a few years now. There's actually a couple in there now that I could probably tap. But I'm just going to leave them be.
I have a salty caramel obsession. It tastes like. That's why I like it so much. You know, like those old. Yeah, somebody used the word old. Butterscotch candies. The hard ones that are like yellowish, goldish colored. Or in the like the clearish, goldish colored.
This has got some rot in the middle of it, still running out, but once I put that thing in there, it'll be easier for it to run backwards and forwards. So then I just switched it to this one right here. This one seemed to be running pretty good.
Ah!
And that's
I
all
told
have
you!
for right now.
Find a picture. Not Walmart. This. I don't need Walmart. Images. Yeah. These guys.
Oh,
That's
You guys
what that
enjoying this
tastes
warm
like.
weather?
okay.
So good.
They sure been laying good eggs all winter. Good morning, everybody. It got down to 19 degrees last night. Now it's about a quarter to 11, and it's up to 35 already. I think it's going for like 43. I want to bring a couple loads of this over by the boiler. I don't see any reason to burn the stuff that's in the shed. When I've got this, I can just dump it over there, and as it gets warmer, the tractor will start ripping up the yard. So just going to do a couple loads this morning.
I don't know why I have my glasses on top of my head like this. I do kind of need these to see.
Alright, we're supposed to be getting into the high 90s temp, so we're out here like 8 o'clock right now. Grandpa's going to be going back into surgery in 2 hours, so I talked to him this morning before he went in. Me and Jaden are out here just getting the yard cleaned up. Just we've had so many projects that we neglected our yard quite a bit, and the dogs being out here, they've pretty much wrapped themselves around our bikes, knocked those over, so we got to find a better spot for those. This year I'm not doing a garden. I thought I was going to. So instead, on top of us cleaning this yard up, I got a guy coming over as soon as I get this yard cleaned back up and the boat moved and stuff. He's going to get a tractor. He's going to take that shed, which we're going to turn that into a chicken coop, and that's going to go back here somewhere. Not exactly sure. The garden is going to get taken out and moved back here. I'm thinking over in this empty area here. Because with this being rebuilt for our target, I'm going to get it more sealed so it stops getting rained in. It was just something I built years ago when I first bought the house, just so I could target practice. But now I've been in this house for a few years now. Tired of seeing the same thing over and over. So we're going to rebuild this whole fence. As you can see, we started up by the boat. It's all falling apart, so we're gonna get new paneling. So my thought was to move that shed back in that area somewhere, and then I can, when I bring my boats in, I can bring them all the way around and park them back here, because I've got one boat there. I've got my red trailer up there in front of the store, and then I've got this boat trailer for the aluminum boat right there. And then Jaden, he's looking for a trailer right now to start up his lawn business, so that's got to get put back here. I gotta get my septic uncovered, figure out where that's at. Oof, duh. Oof, duh. But I could maybe get a company out here and maybe just cut all these trees out. Maybe it'd be easier. That might be what I'll do. Get all this stuff moved and then get someone with a bucket truck. Drop these trees down. I could bring them up north for the wood stove. Be a good idea. Yeah, we really neglected this. Trying to get the inside done. Put new flooring. We got new flooring coming. Finishing up Riker's room. So, all right. Yeah, there's two mats down here. Then they got the walkway so they can get back and forth. They got another mat here. Another mat here. mat set up. That's cool. Pretty good crowd. And if you know where we're at, tag it down in the comments.
The closest mat to the head table is going to be mat number 1. And then we're going to do half mats after that. Mat 2 through 7 as you get closer to the food trucks. Mat 1 is closest to the head table. That'll be a full mat. And then after that, we'll have mat 2 will be a half mat. 3 will be a half mat. 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to the food table, or to the food trucks.
Circle. Get flat. Short time. Don't go over. Don't go over. Don't go over. Watch yourself. There it is. Up. There it is. Nice.
Well, it was a great match yesterday for Jaden. He went 2-0. So he took first place yesterday. And now we're back on a project from, I don't know if I started this last year or the year before. I think this is year before. Might have been 2 years since I brought this project back. So I don't know where I left off with or what needs to be redone since it's been sitting for 2 years. These lights bug me when they're crooked like that. Every time I put the tarp over in the winter, I get pushed down. But, yep. So I did decide on color. This white. And then we're going to go blue on the top. And it might just go white all the way up. We were going to go back to what the Venture was, where it was blue and then go black and then just go with the blue seats and then put some red into it. But I think I'm just gonna go white all the way, blue on the top, and then blue with the seats. And then I gotta put a platform here. Then we have our Canon downrigger mounts. The cannonballs will go here while we're setting up. It's got a lot of vacuuming needs to be done. Started doing the back, power washing and vacuuming. If you're just catching up with this project, go ahead and go back to the previous of what I've done to this boat. We got the Garmin hooked up. Like I said, it's been 2 years since I've worked on this boat. So it could be, I think it might be the Garmin 7 up front or the Garmin 5, but I believe I went with the Garmin 7. And then put the boxes in, which the boxes will be coming back out because they're still, I feel we're still too tall up front. So I'm thinking they can probably just mount right to the floor. But in the previous boats that I've worked on, that's why they're not around anymore, is because I drilled too far through the floor. But I'm thinking I have enough room to put the regular bolts through. So hopefully, because I just feel they're just too tall. And then what I'll probably do is just take those big boxes that are here and just put them back here. Yep. And then it's gonna get new carpet, and then I'll carpet the boxes and the walls. Got another wall underneath me. Yep, right there. This will be all carpeted here. But one project, again, putting the new motor back on, make sure it's running before I go and do any more work on this boat, because the boat could look fancy and pretty. Without that, pointless boat. So